Let's get right into it. I mean, looking at how investors are playing the markets, I mean, you analysts all think it's just profit taking, but looking at what could be driving investor sentiment right now, there's some major things going on, specifically our power sector. We're hearing some good news, but also we're hearing bad news. I mean, right now, employees are actually striking. That's what we've heard so far. 270 billion naira in pension funds missing. Of course, that's a major miss on the part of those who are managing PHCN. What's your take on how all this, what's going on there, and how all this is going to affect investor sentiment in Nigeria, for Nigeria and for Nigeria's markets?
Thank you very much. We think it could cause a dent on investor sentiment in the market. Okay, but it's only part of the process. You know, Nigeria is better now than later. You understand? For now, we are seeing different reforms going on in the economy. In the long term, medium to long term, we expect it to have a very positive impact on the market. Okay, so that aside, we feel that what is currently going on in the market is mere, like you said, mere profit taking. Indeed, we envisaged a mix of bargain hunting and profit taking in the market this week. You understand? And Dangote going down by moderate amount, you know, weighed down on the market, you know, but it's not a true reflection of the overall performance of the market.
Well, basically what I want to know is the power sector is very, very central to how foreign investors, of course, look at our markets and how do I say, and the progress in our markets. But 80% of our market is actually foreign investors. If we do not see the reforms we need to see in sectors like power, you know, how are investors supposed to increase their confidence in our markets? And looking at what's happening in the power sector, certainly that should impact how foreign investors are playing our market.
Yes, indeed. In medium to long term, it should impact. We've seen general improvement in power supply. Currently, we are seeing a little over 4,000 megawatts. And the Minister of Power is projecting that by the end of the year, it will be up to 9,000 megawatts. You understand? If this should continue, if this trend should continue, we believe that overhead costs of companies should come down, and their margins should increase. So in that light, you know, investors' confidence towards the market, you know, will be boosted. That will attract more investment.
Well, what about this news coming out about the market makers on the NSE? We're hearing that they may not actually take off this month as expected because they're still going through negotiations with the NSE regulators. So give us some update. What's happening there? And of course, if we're not seeing them coming on right now, how is this going to impact investor sentiment going forward as well?
Market making in this country is a novel idea. Okay, we need to get our acts together right initially, so kick off on a very strong note. Those participating in market making should have enough liquidity to actually play this market. And so until we see that, we have to just wait and see.
Okay, so you don't think it's going to impact investor sentiment right now?
Right now, it's going
okay. What about the budget? I mean, our budget is coming out, the 2013 budget. So far, people seem happy that the government seems to be reducing deficit. What's your take on that budget?
It's a very good move by the government. You know, we're also seeing that the government is actually going on an expansionary path. You understand? And so we're seeing, for instance, fiscal votes. Okay, let me say revenues is projected to grow by 9.27% to about 3.98%. You know, at the same time, expenditure is projected to grow by 4.43% to like 4.93% to like 4. Actually growing.
Okay.
But we believe that this is the right move, and we're also seeing that, you know, capital votes is also increasing.
Right. So
it's also increasing to like 31% from 28% this year.
So your take on the budget is positive.
It's
then?
positive.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Victor, for giving us your take. That was Victor Ofili. He's a research analyst with Cowry Asset Management.